Hola, hola, it's your girl Erica from America. Welcome to the Confidence Chronicles podcast. This podcast is all about helping you stand in who you are. Stop giving a fuck what people think about you. Start standing as your fully expressed self. As you are, as is, there is no filter needed. You are fucking awesome, and I am here to remind you. I'm a confidence coach, and I'm a bold stand for confidence, and I cannot wait to dig into today's episode with you. Hello, my friend. Okay, welcome back to the podcast. If this is your first time, what's up? I'm so happy you're here. If you've been here before, what is good? Today is a very juicy episode. I wanted to share because the past 10 days has been the craziest 10 days of my goddamn life. The craziest 10 days of my life. I am almost speechless as to what's been going on for us. And I wanted to share this episode, of a very vulnerable episode. As always, you know me, I take you behind the scenes of what's going on for us because I feel it's my job. You know, I feel this podcast is about realness. It's about stories. It's about relating. And it's also about sharing the stuff that's going on for me that will most likely be or already is or will go on for you in order for you to see yourself in the story. In order to normalize the fact that all of us doubt ourselves, all of us have to create confidence, all of us need to show up, speak up, stand up, and create the life we desire, it's on us to do it. No matter our background, no matter where we came from, no matter what's happened for us, to us, with us, like this is our fucking birthright to create the life we desire. And this shit's not easy. And so that's what the fucking work is. That's what this podcast is about. So I always want to share with you where I'm at and what's going on for us and you know, all the stuff. So the past 10 days have been insane. I've shared a tiny bit on social media, but I didn't share everything because I just didn't have the bandwidth. I just couldn't. I was still in it. I'm still in it right now. There's more that I'm going to share on this topic, especially regarding my mother. That is just really raw and really right now. It just happened. So I'm just sitting with it right now. So I'm going to share as much as I can. But I wanted to talk about this topic, because I think a lot of people look at other people on social media, and I do the same. Okay, girl, I do the same thing. We see celebrities, we see people we look up to, we see our mentors, and we're like, damn, how amazing, their life is awesome. People post awesome shit. You might see stories and be like, damn, that they're killing it. Wow, amazing. And yes, I celebrate my wins. Are you kidding me? I'm like yelling at the rooftops when good shit happens for us. And when we create good stuff and I hit my dreams and goals, I always talk about it. But I also believe it's important to talk about when shit's not going well and share that. And how are you when that happens? And that's what I want you guys to see. I want you all, everybody who's listening to this podcast and follows me, to see that I'm a human and I don't have my shit together and I don't know anything and I don't have the answers. I'm just navigating this like you. And there are some tools and some things I learned along the way, and I share that in hopes to inspire you in your life. But I definitely don't have my shit together, okay? So I have some notes here that I wrote down because I've just been trying to unpack how I've been feeling, and I journal a lot. And the past 10 days has just been like duality, and I'm tearing up because it's big. It's really big what's going on. And it's when I say the best week and the worst week of my life all in one. And not of my life. That's very dramatic. When my husband died, that shit was rough and the worst thing ever. But what's going on for me right now, which I'm going to share, is just a re-traumatizing, a old trauma, childhood shit coming up in the middle of me also like clearing generational ties and doing things that in my lineage no one did. And so it's this amazing and horrible shit all at once. And I haven't had that at the same time, if I'm honest. So some of the cool shit that's been happening in my world. I've been sharing it. So about a week ago, I couldn't find my mom. And I'm going to share about my mom separately because that's a whole thing. And those of you that have been listening to the podcast, you know there's some podcasts about her bipolar, living with a bipolar mother, and just all the stuff with my mom. Anyway, she lives in Boston, in America. I live in Australia. And I couldn't find her for like 7 days. And I was calling her. It kept going to this weird voicemail. And basically, she calls me every day, every second day, every third day. And it was weird. I couldn't speak to her. I couldn't find her. All the while, this is happening. I am having the best and biggest financial month of my year. And I was away. I went on a 5-day retreat and my team did everything, which proved to me that I don't have to do it all. And if I do less, we can achieve more, and that money can be made in the business because we've created a sustainable business and I don't have to hustle and all that. I bought a house, which is big. It's big. I bought a house. Not the house isn't big like that, but it's big for me to have bought a house with like my money in the business. And of course, my husband is also involved, but it's my business money. It's money that I created in my business. A white man didn't come save me like I thought that would happen in my life, to be honest, when I was a kid. That's what I thought. As a Latina who grew up where I grew up, I wasn't going to have the money to do anything. And I fucking did that. And that was huge. That was big. Like, I can't even tell you how that felt. One of my amazing team members, who's my bestie, she's my best friend personally. She's been a client for years and she works in our company. She's leaving. She's moving on, and I haven't shared it, and we will share it. However, I'm so happy for her because I love her as a person, and she needs this for her family, but also bittersweet because we love her and she's incredible. And now we have to find someone else on our team, that does the role she does. And that's a big role. And logistically, it's a lot to now do. I ended up calling the cops to look for my mom. I have a contact back home who was helping me, and we were literally about to file a missing persons report because we couldn't find her. I was nominated for 7 business awards. I gained like 3,000 new followers while I was away, and I barely posted. I barely did anything on social media, and it just showed me that I didn't have to be attached to my phone. So it broke a massive belief about my business and growth, which I will be sharing in my business programs. Holy Lord, that was amazing. My 4-year-old became really ill the day we were leaving to the awards show. I'm talking throwing up, really high fever. It was horrible. And my in-laws took him, but you don't want to leave your kid get on a plane when they're sick like that. It was just horrible. Also that day, I found out my mom was hospitalized and she relapsed after 14 years of not having a bipolar episode. She went off her meds alone. I thought she had her doctor's help, but I found out that she did it on her own, and she basically blocked her doctors and went ghost and stopped following up and seeing them. And she went off her medication and she was manic, and they took her to the hospital. And it's been big because, like I said, she hasn't been hospitalized for like 14 years. And I spoke to her on the phone the day I was redoing my life story video, which is a video I play at events. And when I speak, I have my life story video and I play it because I want people to know that I'm not the queen of confidence, some fucking confident lady in pink that has all my shit together. I want people to know where I came from and what I've lived. And I want you to resonate when I tell you to show up and create the life you want. I want you to be like, fuck yeah, I can. If Erica can do it, I can do it. So I was filming this video. And I'm talking film crew, makeup artist. I've got, my man James from America. He's a filmmaker in LA. I've got my man Neil, who's a filmmaker here and does video. And we're at this big thing. And 10 minutes before we start filming, she calls me and she's really upset. And anyway, it's a big fucking thing. And I'm upset. And I'm like, yo, she does not sound good. And I haven't heard her like that in years. And we go start recording and I just burst into tears because he's like, tell me about your mother. And I'm like, fuck, I can't. Anyway, I didn't know she was hospitalized. But then we're flying to the awards, which is meant to be a good thing. How exciting. My son's fucking vomiting. There's a fever over here. My mom's hospitalized. Also found out someone stole her phone and she closed her bank account, so I can't send money. How the fuck is she going to pay her rent? Anyway, it's a hot mess. That night we went to Sydney and I won 4 awards. And I looked beautiful in a beautiful dress. And my husband looked amazing. And I stood on stage and I accepted the Online Communities Award because we have the best online community in the sisterhood and the startup squad. All of my online communities, it was for the women. I mean, it was incredible to win gold at that award. And I won first place for the podcast award. So that's for you, my friend. That was a big one. I cried a lot because, this fucking podcast means the world to me, that I have an opportunity to speak to you and you listen and you review and you share. Like, I can't even tell you what it means to me that you listen to my podcast and that you share it on Instagram. Like, that is huge. I don't know if you understand that that's a huge thing for me. Like, resharing the episodes to your stories is ridiculously important. And I'm deeply grateful for that. Just that alone, I can't even handle it. So thank you. I won 2nd place for the Oz Mom of the Year for my state and 3rd place for People's Choice Influencer. We came home and my 7-year-old got sick and had a high fever. And then the 4-year-old had an earache. I'm fucking tired. I slept at my in-laws they have Father's Day is in September in Australia. And so we stayed with them for the weekend and I slept on some fucking couch because my kid was sick. We had 2 kids in a bed. I mean, I did not sleep for 2 days and my body is fucked, like horribly run down. And then yesterday we placed the sold sticker on our new house. The sold sticker, like that made it real. It's like real estate board with a sold sticker on it. And I'm looking at it like, this Puerto Rican chick from the hood bought this house. Ooh, it was just a moment. And amongst all the chaos and the crying and the joy, my friend, and the celebrations and the hard shit. And what does social media see? Because what the fuck can I share? I can't even barely share about my mom. You see me, I'm like still upset about it. I'm still processing. I haven't actually stopped and processed. She also mailed me a box. And in the box was my old journal that I wrote in 2000. 18-year-old me. Oh my God, she was so ghetto fabulous. I was reading some of the stuff, just laughing. Like, that's me at 17, 18. I didn't have a journal. I've never had anything of myself from that time. And at the back were all of Gio, my first husband who passed away, all of his letters from when he went to the military. His handwritten letters were in the back of that journal. And I haven't even opened that journal because I haven't had a minute to fucking scratch my ass. Why am I sharing all this with you? TMI. I don't care. I'm telling you this because when you see me winning awards and buying a house and making $100K plus a month, oh my God, with my hot husband, there is so much that I'm navigating and so much we're all navigating. And I just really want to invite you not to compare yourself to other people because you don't know what's going on for people. And I keep it real, but a lot of people don't. And that, no offense to them. They're scared of showing what's real. They're scared of not looking perfect. They're scared of being made fun of. Of course they are. That's the world we got raised in. But please, my friend, do not compare yourself to other people because you don't know what people are going through. There's so much that all of us are navigating. We're still unpacking COVID, pandemic. It's huge. And I just wanted to share me with you like always. This is what I do. You know this. If you listen to me, this is what I do. Because I want to normalize the fucking chaos. And I will say the one thing that is different this time from any other time is when I got back from Gwangana, that 5-day retreat I did, I felt this level of stillness. And I feel like I wrote in my journal, I feel like this, I don't know, like a tree. I feel like a little tree, like in the middle of the desert, solid and still and strong. And the fucking wind is coming and it's blowing and I'm swaying side to side, but I'm still there. It's not knocking me over. And the rain comes and there's a hurricane and then there's sun and birds and beautifulness around me and it's gorgeous. And then it's fucking thundering and then it's raining and then it's lightning. And that's how I feel like I've been for the past 10 days. Yet all the while in the chaos, still just standing there solid, knowing that I'm held, knowing that I'm safe. And I never had that before. I would have really struggled. I would have probably started drinking and eating and just, I don't know, but I don't have that. I do feel really still and solid and knowing that none of this is happening to me. And why is this happening now? There's a massive level up for us. It's huge. We just about to get the keys to our new office. I mean, there's so much change right now. And so many of my clients that I'm speaking to right now, this year has been so wild. It's like we went from being asleep to running. We didn't even get to wake up and wash our faces and stretch and walk. It's like we were asleep in the pandemic and now we're fucking sprinting. I've been sprinting this year and I'm like, yo, I need a minute. Can we get off the roller coaster? So I'm going to share more about my mom because that's a big one. I'm going to share more about Gio's letters because I would love for you to be on that journey with me. For those of you that listen to the podcast, Losing My Husband, if you haven't listened, get some tissues because it's a real big fucking tearjerker of a podcast where I share about my husband's death. But I'm going to take you on the journey like I always do. And I just wanted to share that if you've been seeing me, air quotes, kill it, I'm fucked. And yes, I'm killing it. And yes, it's amazing. The best things in my life are happening right now in the middle of the fucking worst things, craziest things. I'm about to go on Thursday to our last retreat of the year, our sold out last retreat of 2022. And I honestly feel like I'm not going to stop properly until the 15th of September. After that retreat's done, I feel like then I'm going to be like, like the exhale is going to come. Because it's just been like, yo, September ain't playing for real. August wasn't playing either. 2022 is not playing. Anyway, I love you. I just wanted to share that with you and let you know that not everything you see on TV, on Instagram, on social media is real. That real humans have shit going on, that you should never compare yourself to the story of other people because you don't know what's going on for them. And they only share what they want to share and what they feel comfortable to share. And some people do keep a facade up because that's what makes them feel safe. And if they knew how to share openly, I bet you they would. And so I will always share openly. And I encourage you to do the same because someone's watching you, whether it's family, friends, your kids, social media people, if you're in a business or you're an influencer, people are watching you. And don't underestimate vulnerability and realness and breaking down and sharing where you're at. So if you're my friend, if you're my sister from another mister, if you are my amazing audience or community or clients, and you've been checking in, thank you. I love you. If you haven't and you're about to after this episode, thank you. I love you. I'm good. I'm really good. I'm just navigating right now. I'm just in it. I'm in it. And I'm not sharing from a place of it's done and this is over and I got this. No, I don't got this. I don't know what this is. And I'm fucking in it. And everything's great and some things are shit all at the same fucking time. And that's the duality of life. Can we be with that duality? Like, it's huge. There's so much more stuff that I didn't write down, but that's a lot already. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you for listening to this damn podcast. And my commitment to always keep it real with you because I know my story is your story and I know we relate and I know that there's so much that, there is to share and learn from each other as human beings on this planet. And I think it's important. I think it's so important that we see people for every part of themselves, not just the happy, pretty, positive. Nah, man, sometimes shit gets dark. And it's not dark for me, but it's fucking hard right now. And I'm grateful for this work that I do, for this journaling, for the community of the sisterhood where I can fall apart and my women have my back. I am also a client in that community. And I hope that if you're falling apart, you have something like that too. because we all fucking need it. We cannot pretend to be strong. We are not always strong. Sometimes falling apart is the best thing you could do. And I think we need to cry more and apologize less. And that's where it's at. Anyway, I'll see you next week. Look after yourself. I love you. Also, stay tuned. We're going to have some information about our retreats in 2023. We're heading back to Bali in May. Can't believe we're going back to Bali for our retreat in May. We have another retreat here in Melbourne in February, and we are doing a couples retreat in 2023. Finally, this shit is the most requested retreat that we've had. It is happening. Stay tuned. If you're not already on my email list, head to thequeenofconfidence.com, subscribe to the email list. And if you're a coach and you want to learn about building your coaching business, I have an email list for coaches as well. There's 2. So be sure to sign up to that. Stay connected. I love you. Have the most amazing week, my darling. Thank you so much for listening. I so appreciate your ears, your time, your energy, and your attention. Please do me a favor and head over to Apple iTunes, subscribe so that you don't miss an episode. Share this episode with a sister who you know needs to hear it. And if you feel called to, leave me a review. I'd love to know what you think about the podcast. I'd love to know how this information is helping you change your world. Thank you so much for being here. I know that there are many podcasts you could listen to, and I really appreciate you listening to mine. Have a gorgeous week, honey.